call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god.
I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. You wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly. Never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady. Look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy. I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny.
You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god.
I am Bam Dam, a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gun Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes the heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Dante. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns it corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
This does put a smile on my face.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday morning, and I'm sure you are. Good morning to my BAMA brothers and sisters, and welcome back to the Morning After Show presented by BAMA Sports. I'm glad you folks got to make it back over here with us. If you are new here, hit the like button and subscribe. It helps us out, and we're really trying to do some different things over here, so we hope y'all enjoy today. All right, now, the channel is open. If you want to come on here and be part of the show, say what you got to say. I know it was a good game, and from all the comments, I tell you right now, y'all got a lot on your mind, and we've got a lot to talk about. So I'm welcoming anybody that wants to come on. You just come right on. All right, I have to apologize. I set up the show for 11 o'clock my time. Okay, and that's Easter, which would have been 10 o'clock Central. I don't know what happened. I guess it just took a normal or something or other. My fingers and my heart was wanting to hurry up and get on here. I don't know. But I was in the process of making breakfast. And so when I make breakfast, I make breakfast. And it is good. Wife made some homemade biscuits, buttered them up, sausage, and everything else. Sorry, guys. It just, I don't know. Next thing I know, I'm getting a notification I'm supposed to be coming on. I'm like, what the? So good morning to everybody. Good morning to Stephen Hicks. I did not oversleep, brother. Good morning to you, Mr. Williams, Jeff Roy, Miss Latoya, Bobby Sprinkle, Jeff, and my guy, two-time. How you doing this morning? Yep. Hey, this is why I just love two-time. He can come over here and talk smack and everything else, but he'll come over here and take his punishment, and you can't do it to him hardly. He's just such a good guy. Good morning to you, Mr. Jones. I'm glad to see you in here, buddy. Now, I seen all that. You know, what was this? Throw the bone before the dog, I reckon. All right. Like I said, guys, I'm going to post the link again. If you wish to come on here, two-time, you know you're welcome, always. If you want to come on here and say and defend your team or whatever, that's fine with us. We don't care, but welcome in here. And I believe I seen, let me scroll back up, and I might have missed some folks, and I do apologize. I mean, I said something, Jeff. Nick Harden, there you go. I seen you in here, Nick. I appreciate you coming in here, brother. We really do. But the one I really want to nail, Spencer, you know you can come on anytime, but let's see. I think I lost him. But Beer Cans and Baddies is a Georgia fan, and he's kind of a little rough, but buddy, we're glad you're in here, and I hope you had a good night. I know it's kind of hard on you, but that's all right. All right. Now, see, now I ain't got nobody come in here yet. That's fine with me. We will keep on rolling. Georgia, their record got broke. 33 home game wins, and guess who broke it? It seems like they just don't have what it takes, or I don't know if we've got a curse on them or what it is, but Georgia don't seem like they can beat Alabama. I don't understand it, but that's all right with me because, hey, roll that gum tide, right? Let's see, what is this one? We beat them the 7 out of the last 8. Is that what it is? If I'm correct, I believe I am. Or if I'm not, I'm pretty close. We did beat them by 24-21, and this is kind of the game that I figured we would have. I went on to Mr. Piano Man's show yesterday, right there before the game, and I tried to tell folks, and I was honest about it. I gave you a reality check about how this game was going to go, and I'll be doggone if it didn't pretty much go the way I said. You know, I got lucky. You know, don't think nothing of it. I'm no guru, trust me. But anyways, Bama come out hot. I think it was 14 plays on their first drive to get a touchdown. And I'm gonna tell you what, that arm, and we're gonna talk about Ty Simpson. We are definitely gonna talk about Ty Simpson because I got some things to say about this gentleman. But anyways, we come out. Now I missed a play, and you guys can help me out. All right. So, anyways, I stepped out just right after we had a touchdown, and I come back in just a few minutes later, and next thing I know, we got the ball again. What happened there? Did Georgia fumble? Did they muff the kickoff, or what happened? I really don't know. It's right after the first touchdown, and like I said, I'm gonna go out and smoke me a little victory cigarette over the touchdown. And I come back in, and we got the ball, and I'm like, what did they do? A 3 and out? I don't know. So if you guys can help me out on that one, that would be great. But that was about the only thing I actually missed. So, all right. Yeah, Bama first. Yeah, and we got 14 points on them. The team is looking fantastic. The pass blocking. Now I know we need work on our running game, but I'm wondering how hard are they actually going toward that with this new scheme that DeBoer and Grubb has come in with. But anyways, it was expected. It was expected after we went up 14. Georgia was feeling the pressure. They knew. I just checked it. It was 2.5. Yeah, I thought it was. It was a 3 and out on the first one because we had the ball. Oh, geez, I think we was on the other side of the field. I don't know how that would be a 3 and out to get it that way, But anyways, regardless, they must have punted. That's all I can figure. They must have punted 3 and out. I knew they went 3 and out after the first touchdown. But there's somewhere in there. All I know is I come back, we had the football again. And I'm like, oh, good grief, this could be a blowout, the way it's going. But anyways, regardless, don't worry about that play. But anyways, You knew Georgia was going to be coming back. You just knew they were. If you didn't, you're fooling yourself. Georgia is a very good football team. They are lacking in some things that I've seen lately, and I kind of figured the game would go this way. But you're talking about Georgia at home, at night, under the lights, terrific atmosphere. Georgia, y'all done a great job as far as presenting yourselves. Uh, but I'm gonna tell you what, you fought very well. Now I will say there were some plays in there that I thought was back to criminal you, but still, all in all, you done a great job as far as presenting the game, being there and fighting hard. We all knew this was going to be a tough fight. We all knew it, but it was a must win for Alabama. So, anyways, we did step up. Let's see what else happened during the game. I had to take notes, guys. I didn't want to forget a thing to tell you. So, all right, what I'm going to say now, I have to eat with just a little bit of humble pie. But Ty Simpson, we watched in the last two games just play his little butt off, and I'm gonna tell you what, I am really impressed with his arm. I really can't say nothing else. I didn't know that he had this kind of quality to him. I knew that him being a coach's son from Tennessee, he had to have some game, and he stayed in there like everybody else said, behind Milrow and didn't leave. Stayed here with us. He come to Alabama to play football is what he done. And I'm gonna tell you what, his decision making and his quickness, and I know they said something about it that they worked on his decision making in under a certain amount of time. It's paid off. It's paid off. And by the way, I'm with Spencer. Let me post that up here. Sorry, wrong one. There we go. Thanks to everyone for the 300 subscription. We love having our app tap, and we do. We do appreciate it, guys. We don't want y'all to think we don't, because we love subscribers, and building the channel is all right. But the main thing is we want to be true to ones that are already subscribed. So we do appreciate it. All right. Oh, let me see here. Get back up there. So does anybody else want to get on here and tell me what you thinking? Tell me what you thought about this game. Y'all were talking a whole lot while I was out doing my thing, and I'm gonna tell you what, I'm impressed by a lot of plays. So, anyways, I'm gonna move on to you guys coming in. What I think about Ty Simpson. Have you ever watched the movie Varsity Blues? If you haven't, that's a really good movie from way back a little bit. If you haven't seen it, and it had this guy named Mox. I guess his name was Moxon. I'll be dadgum if Ty Simpson don't remind me of that kid in that movie. About almost looks like him, throws like him. And he's got a good head on his shoulders. So I'm gonna call old Ty Simpson Ty Mox Simpson myself. That's my new name for him. He is doing a great job. He's coming along. Does he need work? I think he needs just a little. Not much. Not much. But I'm telling you, I did not see this kid coming like this. I really didn't, but I'm ever so proud that he is. He's going to be our best chance. And don't take me wrong, I think the world of Austin Mack. I think he could do a great job too. But Ty Simpson, he's proved he's the man, and he's going to be the man. All right. So with that said, who else do you think that contributed to the offense to be so good that they were last night? And I want to know from you guys. I've got my opinion, and I want to know what do you think. And we'll start off with the O-line. The O-line is the most important thing that we've got out there in winning in ball games in the offense. We all know that. Of course, we got the quarterbacks, our skill players. But I'm going to tell you what, it takes skill to play O-line too. But I think the O-line played a lot better in their pass protection. Now, I don't know about their run, opening up holes and such. They didn't seem to do as good as they probably could. But I'm going to tell you what, I think they're working around that. And I don't know if that's what they are trying to change up in their offense, or if this is some kind of wrinkle that DeBoer and Grubb has been getting into. Because it seemed like when we doing most of our runs, we were going on the outside. Yeah, there was some inside stuff. We had to keep them honest. We knew that. But we wouldn't get much out of it. And I'm going to tell you what, one of my favorite players of the game last night was Jam Miller. You can sit there and say, well, he only got so many yards, this and that. He got the yards. Georgia's a tough defense. They're going to be tough in that middle. But yeah, he still was getting yards, working hard, getting the yards when it really counted. I think without him, it could have been a different game. It really could. Getting those, if you don't know, football is a game of inches. So with Jam playing the way he did, glad to have him back. And I think he really done a great, great job. So it's strong running. And I'm going to tell you what, Riley is impressive. He's fast, he's speedy, and he is tough. I will give him that. And he is a great compliment to Jam Miller. Now, I hope Richard Young is paying attention to Jam. You got to be tough. You got to get them yards because, believe it or not, Richard Young is going to be the next one behind Jam Miller. Riley, he's got other running backs behind him. I'm not worried about the play of the style of speed with Riley. We do have some other backups to him, and and I guess Riley is the one that Alabama wants to pick for that speed running back. Jam's always going to be the one getting them tough yards. If he ever breaks free, he almost broke one or two of them last night. Didn't quite do it, but that's okay. But anyways, I thought he was the difference in the game, keeping the sticks moving, fighting for hard yards. So to me, I know everybody's going to say Ty Simpson. I know that. He's going to get the spotlight. But if you really think about it, when it comes down to it, to where we have to keep the ball moving, it ended up in Jam's hands. And I think he done a wonderful job with it. All right. Now, I'm going to say this about Georgia. They were not an easy pushover. Yeah, Brooks is no slouch either. No, sir. But Georgia's defense and the way they played, now I'm not going to say Gunner Stockton was all that, but I'm going to tell you what, they sure did get back there behind our defense, and Stockton took advantage of it. I can't say nothing bad about Georgia in the way they played last night. They played with heart, of course. They wanted to win this game. They didn't lay over. They wouldn't try to take it easy on Alabama to get us, up there. No, they wanted to win this game. And I commend them for it. I really do. I really do. But when you go toe-to-toe with Tennessee and score 40-something points, and now you're at home and you only get 21, that actually does say something about our defense. I believe they made adjustments. And that was something that I felt like we needed to see, that the adjustments was there. I was glad to see that we won on the road. We're trying to break all this. Alabama can't win on road games. We won one last night, and in the toughest atmosphere that you can have against a fine Georgia team. I still don't think Georgia's where they need to be either, but I'm not going to take anything away from Georgia. They played hard. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, I totally agree. There we go. How many teams beat Georgia and not score in the second half? That's if that ain't some slobber knocking going on down there, I don't know what is. Now, I will say this. That play where I can't remember the guy's name when he jumped in the pile to stop a short and one for a first down on Ty Simpson, that was unnecessary. I don't know what you were thinking, but I guarantee you'll pay for that this week. I guarantee you that. So that kind of lets me know if I'm breakfast. Man, it was good stuff. Good stuff. Anyways, all right, we're going to move on. It's just incredible that we held them to 21 points at home. It's just incredible to me. Now I know our defense is not where we want it. I know that. But I still think they have improved. And I'm going to tell you what, guys, I look for Alabama's defense to do nothing but improve from here on out. And come playoff time, it's going to be a whole lot better defense than what we thought they were going to be. All right. So, yeah, the new scheme that I was thinking about Alabama on their running, I really do believe that they're trying to press the outside on the edges. Yeah, they're going to do the middle because you have to keep everything honest. But I really think that the pass blocking, and I'm gonna tell you what, Proctor done a great job. I have to get it. We've all, and we're allowed to critique our own teams, and uh, yeah, okay. Anyways, Proctor done great. We've been on him. We've all said some rather not so nice things about him, and we wondered about him. But last night, he done a great job. I don't think Ty even worried about his left side much at all. So, congrats to him. And I know you guys are wanting to talk about the play. It was a great play. I got some tickle when I seen the big man rumbling down the field. He just, and this was a play that they have been working on, and I thought it worked out great. Let's see what happened there. Yep, Bray done good. I like that. So let me go here. Okay. All right. All right. Anyways, so let me move on. We have the drop balls. It seemed to be a wash. Now, had that Georgia receiver caught their long pass, it would have really made Mr. Williams look bad. And I don't know what's going on with Mr. Williams, but he's dropping a lot of balls here lately when it seems to matter. And luckily that we come through unscathed because of it, because somebody else, dropped the ball. Let me see here. Well, the only way I can do this, guys, is I have to do this right here. All right, give me just a second.
I would fall right like you.
I'd like for people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't never been nothing but a winner.
Alabama defeats Miami. Colleagues has succeeded.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Spencer. How you doing, buddy?
Good morning, sir.
You got a hangover?
Oh, I'm doing bamlicious, brother. Bamlicious.
Just so anybody and everybody know. Yep, there we go.
I got my balls.
Oh, Lordy. Well, all right. Glad you could make it. What was your take about the game last night?
Well, I'm going to feed off a little bit where you've already gone with this. Talking about Jam Miller. Yes, his stats ain't going to show that much. At the beginning, yes, he was a little tinted on the way he was running. You could see the way he was going down. He was trying not to lead with his shoulder. I got to give him that. But the biggest part that made the difference to me with Jam being in there was his blocking, picking up the blitzing linebackers and ends. That made a major difference. That gave Ty Simpson a lot more time to go through his reads. That we've been missing. We've had some great running back. We still got great running back stable. Don't get me wrong, we do. But that having that blocking back there made a world of difference, especially against Georgia. They didn't hold back. They was blitzing all night long. But we was able to identify it and pick it up. That's because Jam Miller was able to pick it up. So I got to give a lot of kudos to Jam. And welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I totally agree. And that's why I was saying something about Richard Young. He needs to pay attention to what Jam Miller's doing. He needs to develop that same attitude in blocking and getting those short yardages and running hard. And I know he can run hard. I'm not worried about that. I just want him to pay attention to how Jam is playing, picking up the blocks. And if you do that, you're going to make a fine running back for Alabama. And that's what I was referring to with Richard Young versus Jam Miller. We missed that. Yeah, he done that's what I'm saying. If it wasn't for Jam Miller, this game could have went who knows what kind of way.
It wouldn't have been pretty. It would not have been pretty. Wouldn't have been as good as it was. But we only won by 5 points, y'all. We only won by 5. Yeah, I would take one point. Believe me, I wanted to win no matter what. And the guys played with heart. I was impressed with that. Now, still, our defense, let me rephrase that. Our defensive play calling still got to get better.
Mm-hmm.
Womack, I don't like him. I'm sorry, I still don't like him. I was impressed last night when I saw our coach DeBoyer getting all up in his grill on the sideline. I was tickled to death to see that. I mean, he got all up in him, especially when you got a Georgia had a wide open receiver, nobody around him for a touchdown. He got all up in that boy, and I was happy to see that. I was very happy to see that.
Yeah, I was going to, and we'll talk about it here in just a little bit. We're not too far down the line. I'm like you. I'm starting to have to write down scripts, especially on a game like last night. That was just a great game, and there's so many attributes to it that determine how it come out. But anyways, uh, Mac, I really believe it because according to last year, by the end of the year, the defense was coming around. I'm not hanging my hat up on Walmack just yet. Uh, Depending on
That,
what he does this year, you know what I mean. I feel like if he keeps improving, and we'll have a top notch defense probably here in the next couple of games. Of course, Vandy's going to really test us and all that, but that's for something else another day. But I really just think Walmart is not doing too bad. It took him a while last year to really get the defense going, and I think it's the same thing happened this year. I hope it kicks in at the right time and gets us on down through the SEC. You know what I'm talking about. It's going to get tough.
well, I have to agree that. I mean, the other parts, like you already talked about, is the O line. I love to see the improvement. I'll be talking more about that on my Wednesday night show this coming week. But I love the improvement they made. I know I've already heard people, and I had a lot of texts last night saying we can't open holes for the running attack. Well, when they got everybody stacked up in the hole on the line, you ain't
Mm-hmm.
going to. You ain't going to. Grubb wasn't running that ball to, hit home runs. He was running that to keep all them defenders pulled up to stop that run, so they could dink and dunk them. And that's what Ty was doing, and he was throwing some tight spirals, y'all. He wasn't just lobbing it. He was throwing that ball in there, putting them in tight holes. He almost should have been picked off a couple of times, but overall, I thought he did an outstanding job. And the line, major improvement, major improvement. And Proctor, right here, brother, I've been hard on you, but I knew you
Yep.
had it in you. I knew you had it in you. And you proved it last night. You didn't throw them legs way out there. You kept them in. You kept control. You did very great. You was able to two-step that guy right on around Ty Simpson. I appreciate you, Proctor. You did a great job, brother.
Yeah, he can't get enough credentials today. I mean, or
Nope.
enough praise. He done a great job, and we've all been waiting on it. And against a tough Georgia defense that was trying to attack, they were coming off them edges. There was no doubt. And he done a fine job. So did our right side. I can't even think of who was over there because we're also paying attention to Proctor. But I did see my man Dewberry in there some last night, so I was right proud to see that too. But anyways, all right. I'm going to ask this question. Kellen DeBoer, his demeanor has changed from the way he was at the beginning of the year. And I'm going to tell you guys, just like, and that's not because he's here right here with me. Spencer was hard on DeBoer. He
Yep.
questioned him. He
Still
questioned
am.
his,
Still am.
I understand. And he questioned his demeanor, his how he went about things, his smiles, his looking down. You wanted to see some fire underneath this gentleman.
Yep.
And from what I understand, after the FSU loss, and I know he had to hear Alabama come down, and we had every right to do so. All right, we judge our own, and we're pretty hard on them, but we're also one that will give you full praise when you do what's right. Uh, do you think after this FSU loss? Well, let me before I go on to that, I want to say this much about the whole game. The onset of Alabama scoring 14 points, Georgia coming back, and we get to 24-21, and it was mostly the first half. Now, of course, Georgia scored in the third, but after that, it was like a stalemate. And I wonder if they fired all their shots in the first half, including Georgia. Georgia felt the pressure, and I wonder if they fired off all their shots before they got into the fourth quarter, and they were basically, after that, it was a stalemate. They don't really have. I don't get it. When are you going to see Georgia and Alabama not score in the fourth quarter?
This is my take on that one. Well, as far as Georgia goes, I can't say as for Alabama because I still got to see a lot more of way the Boyer coaches. But Kirby's he coaches style is the same as the Nick Saban. The whole first half is to set you up and to learn your tendencies, to find out how do you act on this job, what do you do, what do they do, and then they come out the second half and just eat you alive.
Mm-hmm.
But Georgia in the first half got a lot of key injuries in this game.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time that second half rolled around, they had to show everything they had because we had such a lead on them. Now they were still running the ball on us. They were running the ball on us, but he didn't have nothing. He didn't have nothing left to give that's going to shock us. Best way I put it. Well, in the past, Kirby Smart or Nick Saban team would always have that fourth quarter playbook, different set, set you up for. He didn't have it this time for some reason.
I wonder if, and we've all said it, can you make adjustments? And I wonder if that's not what happened last night on both sides, Walmack and Georgia. If they made adjustments to stop the offense, and I think each one done a great job. To be honest with you, I would rather, it wasn't what I call the nail biter down to the last second that everybody likes to see, because by the time Alabama got the ball back in the last series, it was over with. It was just time to run the timeouts, and I think the adjustments on both sides stopped all the scoring, and I thought both of them done a great job in doing so. I really do. So.
I think you're right. I agree with you. Both sides did do a good job. Georgia's a damn good team. Damn good team. I mean, that whole game, 60 minutes of football, I drank 1.7 liters. There's still that 0.05 left in that bottle. But that's it. Rest of it's gone. I ain't gonna lie about it. I was nerve wracking, brother. Nerve wracking.
I hear you. All right. Well, so we'll move on to calendar board. And like I said, is it demeanor change to you at all?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's one thing I love seeing. Because you come to a SEC and you're gonna coach. One or two things gonna happen. Your nuts are either gonna grow really huge, you're gonna become hard, you're gonna feel the pride, you're gonna accept and take on the personality of the school you're coaching, or you're gonna become that little wuss, like what's his face over there at LSU? Kelly. Or you're gonna become a Kelly. One or the other. So yeah, his demeanor has changed. He's taking it on. He's feeling it. He knows that's one of the great things about being at Alabama, and one of the worst things too. Your high is the highest you could ever be. You can never be any higher. You can never feel any better than when you have the high at Alabama. But that low, you will never feel any lower than you do if you're at Alabama. There's no in between. So it's gonna make you crusty, and I'm proud of him. He's bringing it on. Now, if he keeps it, that's a different story. Is he gonna become a Kelly, or is he gonna become that championship coach? That's yet to be seen.
Yeah, and sustaining it. I think that's been a big question with the board, with his players. Can you sustain what we're doing right now? But can he do it? Is he riding on the high since hey, I'm with you, Florida State? We all were. We were calling for his head. I mean, right then and there. I mean, they was already looking at numbers about buying him out. Just go ahead and get rid of him. And here he is now. We want the money back and keep you here type attitude. I think he's doing a great job. I really do. But I think he learned this is not Washington. This is not some other team somewhere up north or anything like this. Is Alabama. And we will crucify you if you keep screwing up. But if you do well, you'll be loved, praised. Yes, sir. They'll put a statue up for you. But I think that he learned that this is the SEC and this is Alabama. This is what coaches go through at Alabama, and this is the tough metal or the tough fire that makes that tough metal. And I think he's stepped up to the plate personally. I'm not talking about the team, the way they do this. I think he has stepped up, put some fire underneath these players, and realized he's not okay. He's a nice guy. I've got no problem with that. He doesn't have to have that stoic and uh, demeanor about him like I'm a Nick Saban number two. Coming in, he's nice. Okay, I can appreciate that. But when it comes to the football game, I want to see the fire. Now, can he sustain it throughout the rest of the year? Is my question.
I agree.
So, so how? Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, how do you feel now? And we've already hit on it with DeBoer, Womack, and Grubb. And I asked this question last night on a good show with Van and Lucian on the final whistle last night. I asked it a couple of weeks ago after we lost to FSU. I said, "What? How would you feel if Alabama beats Georgia, and how would you feel towards the team and Kellen DeBoer after that? What would you feel like? Well, they're like, back then. I'm gonna say back then, okay? And everybody was like, well, I got to wait and see, and I got to wait and see, and I got to wait and see. Now they got that good feeling of we beat Georgia, we broke their record, we beat them at home, we held them to 21 points. I mean, all in all, I ain't gonna say it's a flawless game. Both teams needs work as far as that goes. But now, how do you look forward to the rest of the year, and how you feel about your team and your coaches now?
All right. To answer that question, for me personally, it wasn't, well, part of it is we got to win the W, but it's the way we won. That's what meant the most to me. That meant the way we won. We look professional. We look together. We look like a team. We look like everybody was coming together as one. No certain individuals. Yes, we still got, Williams, our fastest and greatest receiver, still dropping touchdown balls in the end zone. We still have a place kicker, a field goal kicker that has problems seeing where the damn uprights are at. We still have issues. But overall, it's the way we won, the play calling, and the whole attitude of the coaching and the players is a major positive. I feel better about the team. Now, we still have a gauntlet to go. We're still going to have injuries. That's going to put us in, hardships. Can we overcome them hardships coming up? That's yet to be seen. How good is our depth? That is yet to be seen. But to answer your question, right now, I have hope. I'm not sold 100% by no means, but I'm not gave up totally either. I've got hope.
Yeah, and I understand that. And I just kind of wondered, because wait, I'm playing off of fans' perspective. Everybody was ready to hang him up, and now he's come out with fire. He's done a great job. The team is more focused. They're playing hard. They're playing with heart. We missed that the first game, and we wondered if this team had heart. Was they just lallygagging through the season thinking, I'm Alabama, and we got Coach DeBoer, and we're going to win every game? And they found out people are going to hit you in the mouth, and it's time to play football. I'm going to say this much. Yeah, we got a tough gauntlet coming up, and we'll get into that in just a minute. But I feel like if they keep playing with the heart, keep practicing what they need to practice, and DeBoer needs to stay where he's at right now. He doesn't really need to, what I call, get tougher. I think he's there where he needs to be. He might be medium kill, but he doesn't need to be somebody that he's not. He still needs to be Kellen DeBoer. And going forward with the games, the Vandy one is going to be an important one, and Tennessee is going to be important. And I don't think pretty much after that, I can't remember all of our schedule, but everybody's going to test us now. FSU found out what it's like to have a target on your back. Alabama beating Georgia. We're calling FSU a fluke now. We're back on with a target on our back, which we are used to. We are. We got another target.
Nope. Florida State was no fluke. We got what we deserved. Like you said, we didn't have heart. We went in there. We did not play. We did not. We got what we deserved. That wasn't a fluke. We caused that. The coaching, the players, all of Alabama caused that. That ain't no fluke. And I wish people quit trying to put that in there because it ain't. We got
But they're
exactly
doing
what we deserved. We played that way, and we got our butt stomped like we should have because of the way we played. That's just me. It ain't no fluke. It never will be. We don't lose another game. We got what we deserved in that first game. Sorry. Go ahead.
it. No, 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 no. That's what I love
Caffeine,
about you.
caffeine's kicking in. Sorry.
That's what I love about you. You see it from a different perspective. And I'm like you. I really am. It's not, had Alabama played with heart and everything else, then we could have called it a fluke. But that's what they're saying. Was it just a fluke? But anyways, I digress because I love that take. I loved it. I loved it. All right. So, anyways, okay. We will move on. Unless you got anything else you want to say about the game.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just hanging out here in my two nuts.
I'm gonna say this much for the last part about the whole game. The kicking team, field goal unit, please work on that. And then that was a, if I remember, Rise Up saying something about that was a concern for him. And now I see what he's talking about. I was hoping that he would do better, but last night shanking that ball like that. What can you say? What can you say?
Yeah, because the hold was good. Snap was good. The hold was good. And it's like, owe money. What? Who you owe? That gum. I don't know. It was just, I can't. It ain't like he barely missed it. Just went by.
No.
No, 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 no. No, no. It was a shank all the way to the side.
If you don't
I
know
don't
what a
know.
shank is, that showed you. I told the wife we played golf. I said that man come from the outside of the ball, just kept swinging left. That is a shank, buddy. Whew. But anyways,
that was almost intentional. I don't know how you can even come off side of your foot. You almost had to make your leg go that way. It was that bad.
well, I understand.
Anyway,
You're
go ahead. Sorry.
you're on the right side of the right hash mark, and you're trying to hook it just a little bit or kind of drive it that way. I understand that, but I think you overdone that just a little bit. You overcooked that one.
I don't think it went out of the end zone.
Just like they said in the major league, just a little bit outside. It's terrible. Terrible. Yeah, they need to work on that. That could con them in a tight game if they ain't careful.
Hey, Brian's in here. Hey, Brian, good to see you, sir.
Yes, sir. Brian Thomas is a fellow truck driver now. I don't know what he does as far as that goes, but he's done a truck driver. I try to keep a check on him, make sure he's still safe and everything going because I know I'm a driver myself. But anyways, good morning to you, Brian. All right, the rankings. Here we go with the rat poison. I think, my honest opinion, and I'm tired of it already. I think there's a bunch of mouths out there and people that are watching these games from this point to that point. And okay, well, so and so played this way, they lost this way. This Alabama was ranked 14, and all of a sudden they didn't do anything. Boom, they get knocked down to 17 during the bye week. What the crap, Why would you do something like that? Then we go and beat Georgia, number 5, at their house. And now watch what's going to happen. There's talk they're going to try to put them up there around 6, 7, 8, something like that, within the top 10. That's where they should have been all along, in my opinion. Are you trying to keep Alabama out of the playoffs? Is that what you're trying to do? Or any other team for that matter? Just because the way you think they should play, and hey, I'm sorry to say it, football games is on the field, and you can walk and talk and put paperwork all you want to, but until the game is played, you don't know what's going to happen. All right. So you can't go off of this kind of what you think and what you feel like somebody ought to be. Now, I understand that the first ranking is coming out Tuesday. I want to know from anybody in the chat room, where do you think Alabama really should be in a ranking?
Honestly,
I'm
going to say 12, 11 or 12. 11 or 12 right there. We ain't in the top 10 yet. Just because we beat Georgia. Anybody can be beaten on any given night. I want to see we will find out coming up because our gauntlet is starting to hit. Just because we wore out some teams we should have, to me, don't make us a top 10 team. And just we had a good night. Georgia had an off night. Don't make us a top 10 team. So we need a couple more good wins under our belts for me to say we're a top 10. So you can either put us right in the 12-team playoff or you put us right outside it. I'd be good with either or. But we're not a top 10 in my opinion yet.
I would say at this stage of the game and of the season, I think we should be ranked higher. And by basically looking at this, I feel like our defense will improve even more. And I'm going to tell you what, and I hate to say this because I hate building up hope, but Ty Simpson does look like a Heisman contender. He really does. I mean, he'd never get it, I don't think. We have to walk it all the way to the national championship and him show out all the way through for him to get that Heisman trophy. But he is playing some fantastic football. I think the O-line, well, we've already discussed all this. I think they should be ranked. My honest opinion right now, I'm having to rank them about 7 or 8. And just be honest, because I don't see the teams like in Oregon, the Penn States. They were even talking like Texas Tech ought to be in the top 25. Come on, people, you're using emotions to place these teams in there. You know how they used to do in the BCS? They would look at the toughness, the roster, who was playing who, and everything else. They were picking teams that were number 1 and 2s, and they ain't even played yet throughout the whole season. They're not up there wishy-washy with people. Okay, I like the way they played this week. I like the way who they're going to be playing and everything else. It just keeps me. Let's see here. By the way, Piano Man, if you want to come on, let me know, and I will post a link. CBS has us at 11. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. I just don't agree with 11. I mean, I think sure enough, they need to be around 7 or 8. That's my honest opinion. I really do. And I think they should, I don't want to see them move up much if they beat Vanderbilt, which I feel like they will. We'll all have that discussion this coming week. But I feel like they will beat Vanderbilt. But I don't see them stepping up in rankings much after that. All right, there we go. Sorry about that.
I lost connection.
That's right. But no, I was just trying to explain that, I think 7 or 8. I'm really looking at 8. And of course, I'm being a BAMA fan. I would really love to see them at 7. But I just feel like the committees or the people in AP polls and all that kind of stuff, they're just playing eye candy games. And I just don't like it. They look at one team, oh, he done good. They beat this and that, and they need to be ranked 4 or 5 or up there in the top, 1, 2, or 3. I don't get it yet. I'll be honest with you. I feel like Georgia, they'll probably drop, of course, but I don't think they should be no lower than us. I mean, when I say no lower, say if we was ranked 7, they should be ranked 8th. Just to be honest with you, I think there's more to that team than what showed up last night, So that's the way I feel about Georgia. I mean, you just can't take it away from them. But these other teams, go ahead.
But they will. Because most of these voters and people picking these don't even know football. They know numbers. They know money. They don't know the game. They don't know heart. They just know wallet and how to pay bills. That's all they know. The majority of them. Now, there are a couple of them in there, but not enough to make a difference. But the other thing let me ask you this. Since we're doing all this 12-team, we will eventually go to 16-team playoff. No doubt in my mind we're going to go that route. Because if not, we wouldn't agree to 9 games in the SEC regular season. So we know we're going there. Let's go ahead. It's all right, fine. Let's go there. But let's go back to the BCS days. Let's put all the stuff in that computer. Let the computer pick them out. Who's 1 through 16, 1 through 12. Get the human being out of it. Let's get back to the BCS days on how they picked them and just line them up that way. What do you think about that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think the BCS was a better programming in picking teams. Back when Alabama playing LSU, and we'd already played them, and I think LSU beat us that year in a regular season. We ended up beating them in the championship game. I think same story was done with Georgia. Might have been vice versa, but they done the same thing. The computers know, and when I say no, we're not talking about AI. We're not talking about, they're going by stats. They're taking
No.
the human emotion
Right.
out of it. The human
Right.
emotion does not know, because now you're looking at, well, Alabama's my favorite team. I'm gonna vote them number one. Okay, or Texas Tech is my favorite team. I'm gonna put them in the top 25. You know, that's emotions, and I don't like emotions. I mean, I love the fans. Don't get me wrong. I love our emotions, and we all get upset when we see Alabama drop down. So is Georgia fans. So is Florida State fans. So is and I ain't gonna say the other team's name, but anyway, say Tennessee fans, Kentucky. We all want to be in that rankings. We all want to look good. We all want to be and have hope that our team
Right.
could go for, and that's what it's all about, national championship. You know, take the human element out of it. Take the flash. Okay, Oregon is really looking flashy right now. They're beating everybody by 50 something points, and when you start playing an SEC game, they're lucky to get 20 or 21. You know, it's
How'd they
all
do
how we
last
like.
night? How'd Oregon do last night?
Oregon beat Penn State overtime.
Oh, that's right. I did say that, didn't I? Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Yep. I believe you did. I believe you did. If I remember right.
So I had to rub that in. I had to rub that one in.
I had to rub one in on Piano Man last night. I was on his show, and I gave him a dose of reality, because we all like. And I told him, I said, this is the way the game is going to go. And I texted him after the game. I said, boy, did I call that one or not? He goes, yes, you did. I said, thank you. I'll be here all night. But it's fun. I'm glad when stuff like that works out for anybody. And I'm gonna tell you what, guys, I've already got the scores for the Pickem show. Everybody done a great job. It was a lot of people got 3, a lot of people got 4. You're going to be surprised on what the standings are right now. Even Brian Sharp, who was on here, he done a great job. I can tell it right now, he got all 4. He sure did. He got all 4. But there were some others too that got all 4. And y'all are going to be surprised, and y'all going to be a little bit worried, because you'll see. You'll see. But it was a good game yesterday, and I appreciate everybody playing, and I'm wishing everybody luck. I don't think this week is going to be as easy as this last week. I don't think so. But anyways, all right, back to the rankings. Yeah, take the emotions out of it and go back to the computer. Ever since we've kind of done this little committee type deal, I don't think they've really ever got it right. They're still playing emotions, but they'll never will. They never will. They want to see different teams. They don't want to see Alabama in there all the time. They don't want to see, be honest with you, they don't want to see Ohio State in there all the time. And I don't like Ohio State, but I don't agree with that attitude. You know, if they're number one, they need to stay number one till they lose, and leave it at that, because they're the ones that won it last year. Georgia's the same way. They finally lost, but they should have been higher ranked than number 5, in my opinion. But anyways, I digress. Well, all right, Spencer, that's about all I got this morning. Now, I don't see anybody else wanting to come on and say their grief or their happiness or whatever. But have you got anything else you would like to say?
Now, I'm going to just say something to Stephen Hicks. He put on there that Ty Simpson said, hold my beer.
Yeah.
I think Ty Simpson said, what's this?
Well, I will put this up here too. And I agree with this. There's too much politics in college football. Yes, sir.
A whole lot, too much. But no, that's it, bro. That's all I got, my man.
All right, sounds good to me.
I've got to run the liquor store now. I'm out.
Yeah, we got Monday coming up, brother. All right, speaking of, let me get us off right here, and this thing, I'll do a little self-advertisement here. But anyways, we are BAMA Sports, CTS Sports. We have took over their channel, and we're glad to have them folks with us. And if you have got any questions or want to get in contact with us, our email is bamdamsports@gmail.com. It will go straight to Spencer, and if you need anything from me, he will relay it to me. Or you just got anything, any kind of questions at all, go ahead and send it to BAMA Sports. We also have Take Them Out to the Ball Game fund. It's a GoFundMe. Guys, we really, really do appreciate the donations. We try to send fans to games or do good things with the money. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Spencer shows me receipts and everything. He is very, very on top of it. We're not out for nothing but to do good things for people in the chat.
Right.
Uh, you know, whatever we can do, but that's what it's all about. And we want to thank y'all. It has worked out great so far, and we love y'all for that. Let's see if there's anybody else. But yeah, I don't think I have it in it. Yeah, there it is. All right. The Piano Man, Long Run with Piano Man. Y'all get over and check him out. He is just a good old boy downhearted down in the South. Great guy. I love him. He's been a friend of this show more than once. Trust me. Y'all go down there and check him out. If you have not already, it is The Long Run with Piano Man. And we can never, ever forget Mr. Kangaroo Black. If you don't know him, you're missing out. KB is
Yep.
just such is a great guy. He's done a lot of our intros, and he's the one that done our intro and outro. But not only that, he's just a great guy. You got to go over and check him out. You're an Alabama fan, and you ain't seen KB, you are missing out, brother. All right, is there anybody else that we need to promote real quick?
Yeah, Bobby Sprinkles. You're forgetting Bobby Sprinkle again.
He's so dadgum new. There
Got
he
to put
is.
Bobby up in there.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. That's the second time. Second dadgum time. Bobby Sprinkles.
Well,
Yes,
what we need you to do is go in there and rearrange them things. They're so far apart. Put them all together so we just go down and click them. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I can do that, and I will do that. Okay, so that way we won't forget. All right. So, anyways, on Bam Dam Sports side, Monday nights is making a double with William and Spencer. This is really going to be an interesting show this week. I mean, if like it ain't already. So I implore you guys to go check them out on Monday nights. Wednesday is
Bama Smoke with me. With me. It's our positive night. It's our positive night. I try to keep everything positive on Wednesday night. We have a time on Monday just to dog out everything in the world, but we got a lot of positive, and I want to go with just what I see with my eyes, not what I've heard, not what anybody else has said, just what I see. And if anybody wants to come on and talk about what they saw, you're more than welcome. It's all about what you saw and what your gut is, and try to be positive about it. That's Bama Smoke.
Yes, sir. And don't forget that we try to do a pickup show on Saturday mornings. We try to do 10:30, but it could vary if I have to work or not. By the way,
I like 11 a lot better.
Well,
I like 11 a lot better.
I'll tell you what, I'll see what I can do about changing that to 11. And the reason I go about 10:30 is because people like game day and that kind of stuff. So
we don't care about them.
I don't, but I try
I don't
to
care
promote
about them.
people.
Yeah.
We'll look at changing to 11 then. We sure will.
If you can, it'd be great. That way I can get some shots in for the turkey shoot. I got to put shots in this last time.
All right. If the chat room agrees, we'll come on at 11 o'clock because I'm all about satisfying our chat room. I really am. And by the way,
I am too.
The Final Whistle Network with Lucian and Van, and I know they got some others. I can't remember their names, but they're doing a good job over there. We enjoy them. And
They are doing good.
Thank you, Miss Latoya, for reminding me about B Sharp. It is Sharpshooters Sports Talk, if I remember correctly. Am I?
We need to get him in there too. We need to get him a line.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I'm hoping that he'll come back and do another pickup show with us, if not for the rest of the year. I like him. I really think the world of him. He was a little bit, okay, I need to be this way and that way. No, we're not professional. We're just a bunch of old guys sitting on here talking football by feelings. We're no professionals. Come on here, be who you are, act a fool if you want to. You see how Spencer's great, man. He gets fired up, and that makes the show right there for me, buddy. I really love it. But anyways, yeah, be sharp, Sharpshooter Sports Talk. Y'all go over and check him out. You're not gonna. You'll come back and you'll thank me for that one. So, all right. Anybody else? All right. Okay.
That's everybody we got right now. some of our past foes, I hadn't seen them fire back up this year for some reason.
Yeah, I know. I miss old Nick Saban Jr.
Yeah, his show was good. I enjoyed him.
Yep, I sure do. I don't want to push him, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure
Right.
he's really busy with his son in football and probably some other things that have got, life gets in the way. I understand that.
Yep.
But I do hope that he comes back in a short amount of time. Coach shares Pounds channel. I don't know what you're talking about there, Jeff.
Coke shares pound shake channel. I don't know either. Get me on
Uh,
that one.
LBS channel. I know there was a show last night that I haven't subscribed to because I didn't know it was on there. And I think it's Coach Sean's show. I think that was the coach for Alabama and A&M, if I remember correctly. I've watched the show a little bit, but I didn't know he had a channel. Let's put it that way. And I'm sure he was on. We'd love to promote him, so I'll get with B Sharp when he's coming on and find out where his channel is, and we'll advertise on here for him. Yeah, Nick Saban is working 2 jobs and working with his son. Understandable,
Oh yeah.
and don't let us pull you back in until you're ready and when you're able. But we do miss you. We want to tell you that we do miss you.
Yep.
We also miss Rise Up. I want him to know that. He's great about doing a lot of things, but I'll be honest with you, I miss him from being on BAMA Sports. He was such an inspiration to me as far as trying to do these jobs, moderate, and I still can't do nowhere good as he could. Nowhere, I can't even touch it. But he's still an inspiration to me. And Rise Up, if you ever get a chance to come back on, we'd love to see it. You just don't know what you mean to all of us. So, anyways, all right, that's everything and everybody that I can think of. Y'all come back next week in the morning, like I said, the Pickem show on Saturday. We will start at 11 o'clock. It has now been determined. Everybody wants 11 o'clock. We will come on at 11 o'clock Saturday. I want to ask one question, chat room. Do you want to do late night Saturday reactions, or are you enjoying the Sunday ones? Question.
Glad
I
you
want to
asking
know.
them.
Yeah, I'm asking them. I am asking them if they want to do. I mean, I don't mind it, but I've got the Sunday morning after. I give people time to think about the game and kind of go through their head what they feel about the game and how they can now analyze it in their own head, and they're not drunk. You know what I mean? Saturday night, I like fooling around with the drunks because they're fun and they're good people, but they are emotional. Let's put it that way. So if you guys want to start back up Saturday night, y'all let me know. I like Sunday mornings myself, so we may just drop that idea. Every now and then we might pop on, but just for the fun of it. But anyways, trying to think of anybody else or anything. That sounds like it to me. Making a double
That's
Monday.
it.
Catch
Roll
KB.
Tide, everybody.
Yep. And we will get
Bamlicious,
it.
y'all. Bamlicious. I'm out of here.
That's right. Y'all have a good one. Spencer, thank you very much for coming on. Guys, it's easy. You want to come on the show, you just pop on and have some fun with it. You ain't got to be all this and that. Just come on here and have some fun with me and enjoy it. That's all we're looking for. All right, guys, we're out of here. Next is Vanderbilt. There'll be plenty of talk going on this week. I look forward to hearing from everybody, watching Piano Man and KB, and I'm going to be checking out B Sharp, and I'm going to get Coach Sean's channel and see what we can do about that. Go check him out over there. And everybody else, y'all have a great rest of your day. Have a safe week. I got to say this, and I meant to say it with Spencer when he was on here. I have got to be leaving here Thursday, and I know this is an Alabama football channel, but I do have a side gig. I will be leaving here. I won't be here Saturday. I'm going to try to work it out with Spencer. I should have signal, but I'm going to see if he can't run the board for me. I already got the scores. I'll get the picks made, or I may let Spencer or Mr. Piano Man make the picks this week. And that way, all I got to do is come on the show and do the best I can. But I may have to have Spencer run the board for me. And I meant to say something and ask him, but I'll get in touch with him just in case. But I will not be here. Probably going to be in the woods, and you may see some big hairy thing back there going Roll Tide. but that's what we're after. So anyways, you guys have a great day. Enjoyed y'all. Thank y'all very much. And y'all come back and see us. Roll that gum Tide.
You've got to be better in all three areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'll be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy Rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those three areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at a time, 4 years from now, why, you'll be walking out